This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where you are the real star of today's show. We're here for Friday, November 10th. Again, the days are clicking by. The end of the year is coming quickly, and we have been covering a lot of sim racing news, and we're into that slow period, so we're going to blow through a lot, but I do have a very big show coming later today, not long after this. So we're going to go ahead and move through our brief news so I can prepare for that and move on. And apologies, I didn't mean to call What's It and John Ho. I meant hi, not ho. Little typo there on the chat stream there. Anyway, do want to cover some things, and then we'll have some Simpit news as well. And then we will move on to our next show, which I'll talk about before I go off the air. So let's get things started. And of course, you guys being the real star of today's show, if you know of anything going on in the sim racing world that I'm not covering, you think we should, be sure to chime in on the chat. And if there's anything you guys want to talk about at all, you can either talk amongst yourselves or bring it up with me, and I will bring it up on the air here for us to all talk about as well. So the first story comes from the Forza Motorsport Twitter feed, and I'm probably promoting my competition here because I don't know much about this Magdeburg esports, but this is a thing going on at 5 p.m. GMT, which is like right now, I don't know, coming up almost immediately. Here's their Twitch feed, and it is real life versus virtual racing. And, you know, anytime you get one of these kind of competitions, they're fun to watch. We all can root for our gamer guy, but you can see he's using a gamepad, so we really do mean gamer in this situation. But I think when John Hill went with me to the Visa Vegas race, where it was the pros against the best of the best sim racers, and funny enough, the pros actually had the sim racers on their heels for the first and second sessions. They adapted to it very quickly, and then sure enough, the sim racers all came through in the end. But you never know. Usually when a real life driver is willing to sim race, especially in a promotional thing like this, they know their way around the track. So I wouldn't be surprised if Dominique knows his way around Forza, and maybe we'll get a good battle. So that's something, if I have time and it's available, I'll probably watch it. Here's the Magdeburg Sports Twitter feed, where it looks like they do some Rocket League and other broadcasts, and that's why I say maybe I'm even promoting my competition here. But it doesn't matter to me. The more the merrier, and we're all just trying to do the right thing and make sim racing a bigger, better place. So anyway, here's their Twitch feed as well. Don't know, so they are not. Oh, it's intended for mature audiences. Next up, small story, not even a story at all, but Williams Racing is doing a giveaway for a copy of F1 2017. So all you have to do is log in or register below for your chance to win a copy of the game. So if you don't have it yet, go ahead and go there. So this is at the Formula One Game Twitter feed site, and just go over there and register. Might as well. Even if you already have a copy, you might want to do it and give it to a friend. So, and you can win one of any variations, PlayStation, Xbox, or the PC. Next up, I already mentioned this, but here's another picture of that trophy, and I'm just going to give them credit where credit's due. They got the TIGA Award for Best Racing Game of the Year. So congratulations once again to Codemasters. And speaking of awards, not to be left out, the guys at WRC actually won an award as well. And they won the Best Sports Game Award at the Ping Awards in Paris. So I guess we're at the end of the year, award season, and I guess that's applicable because we have our own pizza poll, which is sort of turned into the People's Choice Awards based on categories of a sim. And we'll talk about that in just 1 minute as well. So let's chew through the news real quick. World's Fastest Gamer. I mentioned something yesterday. I was a little mistaken, unfortunately, and I'll cover that. But the gamers are there. Here they are at the DoubleTree. They got a McLaren sitting there in the lobby. Here they are. Here are all our guys. We've talked about a lot of them. We've even interviewed a few of them on the show at times. But one of these 12 guys are going to get a job with Williams. I'm immensely jealous. I'm immensely excited for what this could lead to for sim racing in general. There's Bono, winner of the Vegas Award, the biggest financial winner in the history of sim racing. There's Gregor Hutu, and Gregor Hutu is the winningest sim racer of all time. If you don't know that name, you almost got to wonder what rock you've been hiding under. Harry Jack's talking about it. Orlen Mallet takes a little selfie there with the McLaren. So this is going on. And what I talked about misspeaking, Sputnik, I'll talk to you about that in just 1 second. I reread what's going on, and I thought I had seen somewhere that this was going to be aired tomorrow, and now I can't find anything of the sort. Starting tomorrow through the 15th is when they're going to do the first phase, and they're going to knock this from the 12 drivers. So 12 of these guys here are going to become 6 over the next 4 days. And they're going to be doing, if you look at human performance specialists. So you better be fit. You better be on your A game. Look at the crew. Everyone looks pretty ready to go. I'm not seeing anybody looking too out of shape there, and that's a good sign. They talk about having 12-seat gaming arena. And they talk about having a McLaren superstar on hand to provide money-can't-buy expert analysis and guidance. So, won't be just testing the skill of our gamers, they'll each mirror some McLaren's greatest or most recent racing achievements. Anyway, this is going to be cool. We'll try to find out more and more as things go on. I'll try to stay on top of it because it's one of my favorite stories in all of sim racing. Automobilista did very well in the pizza poll. Surprisingly well to me, admittedly. I'm going to say I didn't think it would show up as much as it did, and it was a big contender. On sale for $9.99. You can get their whole membership pack, which is all their DLC and the season pass, all that stuff, for $19.99. So quite a deal from Riza. Head over to their Facebook page is actually where I found this. Riza's Facebook page. Follow that link, and you can purchase a good deal if you don't own that already. Great sim. Other thing, I just got an email from these people, and I figured, you know what? Might as well give them a little bit of credit. This came out on Steam just a couple days ago. Furudashi Drift Cybersport. I'm going to go ahead and try. I'm leaving town, so I'm not going to be able to do it now. But, you know, drifting is one of the fastest growing motorsports right now. You think of, like, the areas motorsports growing. Rallycross, drifting. More of these arena closed circuit areas where people can get a better spectating view. So, a lot of people are into drifting. You're seeing drifting modes in Forza and Gran Turismo. Forza, you know, even Project Cars gets drifting setups. So, anyway, I'm going to talk to them, try to get a copy, and do something when I return with Furudashi. Yeah, it's not for everyone, John. So, Stan, we're going to get to that in one moment, talking about SRS. We're going to talk about that just in a minute. And DC, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm going to be checking in. I wanted to do like a viewer party. I was hoping they were going to do just straight up a video type of thing. And maybe we could all watch it together. But I can't find anything of the sort. So I'll stay on top of that topic. So let's move on to a few other things real quick. I mentioned it yesterday, but I'm going to mention it again. If you are a member of iRacing, they have a 25% discount for members. I was doing a giveaway for non-members. This is for existing members, so their typical Black Friday deals are going on. Next up, GT Sport. Live review. 10 o'clock. So that is 51 minutes from right now. I'm going to go back on the air, and I'm going to do something that I've never done before. A completely live review. You came with me on the venture with the TGT wheel and for some of the Gran Turismo coverage, how I look at things as a reviewer. But I went a lot deeper in that offline, not streaming for you guys. Put together some good thoughts about my real feelings about GT Sport. And I'm going to talk about it, show it to you, and give you guys an opportunity to lend your opinion in the actual review. And that's going to come up at 10 o'clock. So that's something I've been preparing for, trying to get done before I got out of town. Beyond that, tonight we will run the second race of the Simpit Historic Series. We did have a pickup in crowd yesterday for Nordschleife, and I think that's a big deal. We will hopefully get more people, and in just a moment I'm going to talk about next season. But tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am going to air my second race of the week, and it should be very fun. Yesterday's race was crazy. It was intense. I was pouring in sweat. So we can hope for the same and maybe a slightly better run for me as well. Check in with you guys, see what you're saying. Hi, everybody. You got to run laps, Mikhail. Beyond that, next season. So, we did a second poll. We did the pizza poll. We also did a poll on what do we want to run in Assetto Corsa on Sim Racing System next season. So, next week is the final week of the season. And then the following week, we'll start a new season. I'm not going to be here for next week. We're going to get to that in just a moment. But I let you guys decide. And I did a poll, and there was a lot of choices for cars, a lot of choices for tracks. And I kind of screwed up the poll, and I'll tell you the results, though. So let's go ahead and pull up the graphic. And the winner in car was the BMW M3 GT2 with 20% of the vote. So that is the car we're going to run. That is a beast of a car. It is a very fun, modern car. Should lend to some very good racing. Should be tamer than the Ferrari 312 we did this season, but still no easy-to-get-around car. But I think it'll be a better draw, unfortunately, than the dated car. It's a little more modern, so that's important. But that was the vote pick from you guys. And on to the tracks is where I screwed up. I gave you all the tracks and told you to pick your order, which kind of screwed up the voting. So what I did was I just did some basic counting, and these are the 6 tracks that you guys voted in, starting with Mount Panorama, Spa, Road America, Monza, Nürburgring GP, and Mazda Laguna Seca. So that is a really cool, fun selection of tracks. Tracks we've run in a few of the series so far. But I think this is going to make for a very good season for us. So what I'm encouraging you to do, if you haven't already, you're going to need Assetto Corsa. I haven't double-checked. I don't know what DLC we need or don't need. I'll check into that. And I know at least 3 of these tracks are downloaded from Race Department. So you'll need a Sim Racing System account. You'll need a Race Department account. Both of those are free. Go to simracingsystem.com. They'll show you how to do that. And when I return, I will put together a beginner's guide trying to get you up to everything, up to speed on everything if you want to join in with us. Beyond that, I will be gone this coming week. So this is my last official... tonight's race will be the last official show for a full week. We won't be back until the following Monday. So it's actually going to be a long week. I return Friday night, so I might spontaneously do something next weekend, but I can't guarantee that. But what you're looking at is IAAPA. This is a trade show that is for the amusement park industry. Accessories, rides, everything that you would find at a carnival or an amusement park. And that's anything from roller coasters to cotton candy machines in this building. Outside, they have the biggest bouncy house area you'd ever see in a lifetime. And you have to hope for no high winds or those things are going to go launching. But it should be a pretty fun trade show. I am looking forward to it. I'll be there with CXE once again. I've been there before, and I know the internet is better. So I'm very optimistic about being able to do a stream or 2 from the road. At least let you know what's going on with me out there on the road. Maybe show you some of the trade show. Maybe even be able to check in with some brief news. Who knows what I'll be able to pull off. But I won't be completely off the air this week for sure, like I was last week. Because Las Vegas was a nightmare. Just got no reception at all. Anyway, that is it for today's news. Tune in at 10:45 minutes from now, and we are going to do that GT Sport live review where you can be part of the review. Give me some of your thoughts and opinions. At the very end, I think we'll just have an open discussion, so I really do want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on the sim. You can add that. You can comment on things that I talked about. I'm going to tell you what I thought was great and what I thought was not so great. And you guys, let me know if you agree or disagree on those. Or bring up your own things you think that maybe I glazed over or missed. Should be fun. Should be different. Most importantly, this is a test for the future. Is live reviews the way to go? Are live reviews the way to go? Or should I go back to the old formal, standing in front of a desk, edited version of Sean? We'll know at the end of today's show that starts at 10 and 45 minutes. So I hope you'll join us for that. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.